Well, today is Wednesday. We're sitting here in the community septic fields. Yeah, fun times. Anyway, it is severely overgrown. The HOA is supposed to mow this twice a year. Has not been done this year. Got done once last year, and it is an absolute disaster. Would like to get my hands on a Ventrac to be able to take care of this, because I've been using my 42-inch Craftsman zero turn, and yeah, it's a lot of work for it. I can do it. Takes a few weeks to knock it all down. Brought the Toro out here once or twice, not taking any of the big fennel weeds out. But yeah, you can't even see where the valve boxes are. When they come out here, they're gonna bring a massive tractor, and they don't even pay attention where they're mowing. So a lot of these valve boxes get damaged. This is definitely a job for the Ventrac. If I could find one, it'd be great. Almost impossible around these parts of North Carolina. So anyway, gonna flip the camera around, show you the view of how overgrown this field is. There's two other fields. They're not quite as bad as this one. This one's probably the worst with the tallest stuff. So check this out. So somebody's, not myself, but somebody else has come back in here and cut some trails. And you can see this is the top of the golf cart, and this stuff's still above, all up in here. Lots of deer run through here at times. From what I've heard, there's some pretty big copperheads that hide out back in there. Some of the bigger ones in the area. And it's all thanks to this stuff. I mean, that's probably, I don't know, about 10 foot tall. And some of the tallest stuff. Where it's mowed, it stays down to this. I mean, we almost got some centipede or even crabgrass, but it's definitely lower cut turf. Makes it a lot better for maintaining. But as you can see, this stuff is tall and thick and not fun to do. Zero turn would definitely struggle a little bit. And those stalks on that fennel weed are really thick and woody, so they're kind of a pain to even mow down. In the other field, I was trying to overseed in some native wildflowers and kind of get some stuff that's lower to grow. That way we don't have all this obnoxious fennel weed growing. Another name for that is, they call it sneeze weed. But yeah, it is not fun around here for a mower. Be nice to knock it all out and have, you know, a usable field. I kind of think some of the other homeowners they don't have the time or effort to come back here and mow it like I do on the other side. However, they may also be trying to keep the ATVs and dirt bikes and everything else from just going around and tearing stuff up. As you can see, there's a valve sticking out about 6 inches out of the ground, and it's surrounded by all this severely overgrown fences. Quite a bit of butterflies this time of year. There are some native wild blackberries here. Also some, call them maypops. It's a wild version of a passion fruit, I believe. So this is kind of one side of the field. I drove in on the other side back there. When it's mowed up, you can see these houses all the way from the back side where I started. As you can see, this is going to be a lot of work for a mower that is not properly equipped for this. It's also a delicate environment, trying not to damage anybody's valve boxes for their septic fields. So definitely a big heavy tractor is too much to put on top of the leach fields. And without frequent mowing, then mowing with just a regular mower is not feasible either. There you have it. This is our community septic field project that needs some attention. Definitely make a good video for Ventrac testing on Tough Cut. So if y'all are out there watching and want to stop by, I'd definitely shoot some video and put that thing through the ringer. So here is another section of overgrown trees. There's supposed to be a drainage ditch that runs all the way behind this row of houses. As you can see, it hadn't been cut in a long time. And this is the responsibility of the homeowners here. However, let's use common sense here. Not each and every one of these homeowners, most of them have a push mower. Some of them don't even have a weed eater. They're gonna maintain this? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. This is pretty much constantly wet. It doesn't drain very well. And also the slope to it is steeper than you want to get a riding mower or zero turn in. Again, this is one end of the street. It goes down quarter mile maybe in one direction. So push mowing this is, yeah, nope. Definitely a job for a Ventrac. So there it is. Other side, same thing. Not much better. Swampy. Just in general. Overgrown, not maintained, and definitely use some tools for the job. You can see down in there, that's probably at least a foot deep, maybe more, right here close to the edge. And all of this needs to be cut out. When Florence came through, this whole area backed up because at the end of this, the builders had left the washout matting that they use to prevent anything from flooding into the swamp. They'd left that in place, so there was a barrier that created a dam, and this whole area was backed up and starting to flood into all these yards here. So the importance of keeping this cleaned out is definitely there, and this neglected portion needs some attention. So here we have the field that I've been mowing with the 0-turn, both the 42-inch Craftsman and recently this year a little bit with the 50-inch Toro. You can see it's a night and day difference between the overgrown fennel weed, being able to see where the poles are, and just the overall look of the field aesthetically is way better. A lot more healthy grasses here. Like I said earlier, this I overseeded with some wildflower mixes. I've overseeded and put in some food plot mixes. We do have a family of hawks that live up in one of these trees over here. I don't know if we can see the nest. It's up in that area. So that's the fields. Back off behind the house on the right, the field continues on around. I have not mowed that portion this year, so it's similar to the other field we visited, just not as bad. I did mow it a few times last year, so whereas the first field has only been mowed by the tractor that comes through and mows. So anyway, this, like I said, Ventrac, if you're listening, would love to show what your product can do. This is a definite good test ground for, you know, tough cut, finish mower, or flail cut, all kinds of different projects here on this HOA property. And the maintenance company that we're paying to do, you know, the mowing twice a year just isn't doing their job. So that's what we get. Homeowners having to eat the bill on their own just to try and maintain this and keep other homeowners from damages to their septic fields. It would have been nice to have sewer ran in this neighborhood, but that was not the case when they built it, so that's what we're left with. Thank y'all for watching. First few videos coming out, so hopefully there'll be more in the future, and wide variety of content to keep up with, from do-it-yourself stuff to lawn care and outdoor stuff. Thanks again. If y'all haven't met me, my name is Brandon. Ain't No Secrets Lawn on Instagram and YouTube. Check y'all later.